say. Doesn't always sound that way. I never learned to work things out, 'cause in my family all we ever seem to do is shout. And then I find you here through your eyes. Everything's clear, and I'm home inside your arms. But I'm alone for now, alone for now. And I try to sleep. The drugs I take are killing me. I think of you to ease my pain, but you're so far. Now it's time to say goodbye. I love you, baby, please don't cry. And then I'll find you here through your eyes. Everything's clear, and I'm home inside your arms. But I'm alone for now, alone for now. Date is the 13th of July 2026, and today's price action, the one trade I took, I made $354. And yeah, let's get into it. I traded ES today. I've been trading ES pretty much for the last week and a half because it's just been looking way cleaner than NQ. Anyway, let me just type that in. Alright, so coming into 9:30, I marked out here. What I ideally wanted to see was this. I wanted to see it come down, sweep this 15-minute, and then come up to this daily. I think it's Asia high and this NWOG even. So I wanted it to sweep out this 15-minute intermediate low for like a 9:30 Judas, and then come up to Asia high and this NWOG. Some of it hasn't been filled. Right, and then I look on NQ. Open was here. I wanted it to manipulate. I think there's a yeah. So inside a daily. If you see here, that was 9:30 open. I think it was actually on the 15. Yeah, so 9:30 open was here. So I wanted to see like this low be swept. I think there was a yeah. So it was inside a 30-minute. So I could see this get swept in on this order block. We perfectly respected this order block here. But anyway, my actual trade was, and then also NQ had a 4-hour up here, which was my draw liquidity on the day. But anyway, on the 1 hour we had this FVG. This was my entry initially. We had this 1 hour FVG. We swept out London low. We swept out this intermediate low, and then we get a resweep. So we remanipulate these lows at 9:45. well, 9:45 opens up, we come down, 9:45 manipulation, we manipulate this again, and then I didn't take it on NQ obviously. There was a 5 minute, no, oh yeah, 1 minute. Alright, there was a 1 minute here. I didn't wait for that, I just waited for ES. So then ES took this 15-minute intermediate low, whilst NQ took that 1 hour intermediate low and was inside of 1 hour and took London low, and they were both at a spot for distribution. We had this 1 minute inversion, nice like V shape almost. And then I didn't enter there only because I saw this massive wick. So I like to see a bit more extra confirmation. So if we start like come down and then displace higher, I'll enter there. So then I set my limit here because I saw the displacement through. I set my limit off, and then yeah, we had this low resistance liquidity up here. I had my break even at this 1 minute intermediate high because we kept rejecting this like rejection block. We kept respecting this fair value gap. So I thought that was a good spot for break even. It could definitely hit there and then come down to break even or stop me out. My draw liquidity was up here. I know we haven't hit it, but hopefully today we do. Yeah, I had my target. My target was this buy side up here. Just like it was a 1.6R. Just was targeting this buy side up here. Just taking that low hanging fruit. I didn't want to hold a trade all the way up there because we could literally, what we did is come down and we would have hit break even. We would have even been stopped out if I didn't have a break even. So I was just taking my low hanging fruit in case anything happens, like a retracement or whatever. And then NQ, I don't think, no, what time is that? 9:32, 9:32, yeah. So it's created an SMT at the high, which is fine because I was out the trade. It was like a 5.5 minute trade, pretty quick one. Yeah, we had an SMT with London low, so yeah, it was quite nice trade. I know a lot of people took losses today on the 15-second inversion, and people also took losses on the 9:30 Judas. Like open high low, but I didn't take that. I wasn't confident in in NQ, because we literally didn't manipulate anywhere. And yeah, that was the trade, and I made sure I journaled today because I know I haven't I have journaled, but I mean I haven't included it in the video. So today is my journal. So here we go, 354. It was today. Average time we had a 5 minute trade. Let me tick all these. Yep. Nice. Alright, anyway. So my bias, basically what I was just going over, was bullish as we had an N-walk above on ES, and NQ was looking bullish towards a 4-hour FEG and a lot of low resistance liquidity. So yeah, if you look on ES, there wasn't as much low resistance. There was like here and whatever, but obviously we swept that. But NQ, if you look at NQ, we literally had like all of this trend line up here, all of this liquidity up here, with the 9:30 wick, with this 4-hour above. So yeah, it was just very bullish today. The trade was of NQ, I just went over this, but it was NQ tapping a 1-hour FEG and sweeping liquidity. Yeah, so we swept the London low, we swept another low, we re-manipulated inside the 1-hour gap. And ES sweeping an intermediate, in a 15-minute intermediate low. Alright, anyway, I'm back. So hang on, yeah, okay. So yeah, we had this 1 minute inversion here on ES there. We had that 1 minute inversion, and my BE was at this 1 minute intermediate high only because I was scared that we were just literally rejecting off this rejection block. So I wasn't scared, but I was like, I feel like this would be a potential point where we could break through it and come down and hit my break even or my SO or whatever. So yeah, I definitely thought that was a good break even placement. And yeah, it was not off 9:45 manipulation. My SO was at the swing low. My TP was at buy side. I didn't want to go up there because I just want the low hanging fruit, and obviously we would have been stopped out today or break even today if we did leave it going. So I just want to take my low-hanging fruit, but my draw liquidity on the day is Asia high. So yeah, just a quick once-over rundown. We had a 15-minute intermediate low swept on ES. We had a 1 hour FVG respected on NQ with a liquidity sweep of London low. We have a SMT with London low, and then we have a remanipulation on NQ. Yeah, we have a remanipulation on NQ, and then I saw a nice 1 minute inversion on ES. There was no 5 minute, no 3 minute. Oh wait, no 5 minute, no 3 minute, 1 minute. That was the highest time frame in the leg. Yeah, obviously I waited for a limit because I didn't like that big wick. That was a big wick, so I wanted a further confirmation. But yeah, that was basically my trade. My emotions were perfect. There was no fear, no anxiety, and I've seen massive improvement in my emotions. That is a big thing to me. I used to feel a bit of fear going in and anxiety because I was expecting it to win. I wanted it to win, but now I've accepted the risk. Basically, I think that's the best way to word it. I've accepted the risk, and I've accepted that it's a statistic and that it can lose. So I've accepted that I could lose, and that's helped me massively. But that's a big one. Yeah, I've really improved my emotions. Even when I felt fear and anxiety, though, I never overtraded or revenge traded or anything like that, so I never acted on them either way. But in this trade especially, I didn't feel anything. So perfect today. I think that is about it. Yep, I think that's about it. So my Discord's in my bio. There's not really anyone in my Discord at the moment, but feel free to join and ask me any questions. I'll reply in minutes. You got to know that I live in the UK, so it might be the time difference will be a bit, depending on where you live, will be a bit annoying because obviously I'm not going to reply really late at night. But yeah, majority of the time I will reply in minutes. My TikTok is fatum.ap, fatum.ap. My Instagram is astonlee.nq, astonlee.nq. Like I said, my Discord's in my bio. Feel free to ask any questions in the Discord, or if you want to hit me on Instagram or TikTok, whatever. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. I don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow, as every Tuesday I'm with my girlfriend, and I don't take videos of my trades when I'm at my girlfriend's, but you can look at my social media on Instagram or TikTok, and I'll post it on my story if I take a trade or not, if I win, lose, break even, or if I just don't take a trade. I'm doing it on TikTok and Instagram. It'll be posted up, so make sure you follow them. Okay, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Have a good rest of your day, and I will post on my socials if I trade tomorrow. Yep.